Hello, it's a pleasure to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News. Let's start by looking at the headlines. The Transport Ministry organized a conference to review industry work in implementing Resolution number 21 and QTW and Conclusion number 28 of the Politburo. Inspectorate number 269 of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee came to supervise the City Military Party Committee. Cần Thơ City of Vietnam receives the 5th ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable City Award. Top news. On October 21st in Hanoi, the Ministry of Transport organized a conference to review the industry work in implementing Resolution number 21 and QTW and Conclusion number 28 of the Politburo on orientation, missions and solutions for socio-economic development, security and defense in the Delta region in the phases of 2001, 2010 and 2011-2020 under the chair of Transport Minister Nguyễn Văn Thể. Attending the function in Cần Thơ City was Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng. The Ministry of Transport informed the conference that in the past time, the ministry has implemented the central resolution and the conclusion of the Politburo among the whole industry and departments in 63 localities nationwide. Breakthrough projects in terms of socio-economic development, security and defense in the Mekong Delta region, like the expressway of Lộ Tẻ, Rạch Sỏi, Hồ Chí Minh, Trung Lương, Quảng Lộ, Phụng Hiệp, and major bridges including Rạch Miễu, Cần Thơ and Vàm Cống bridges have been implemented and completed. In addition, the ministry is also implementing the expressway projects of Trung Lương, Mỹ Thuận, Cần Thơ and the bridge of Mỹ Thuận 2 to facilitate goods transport and ensure security defense. The Transport Ministry has timely distributed 7 trillion Vietnam dong every year for the localities to develop their local traffic network. As of now, 100% of the communes are connected to central areas with big roads. On an annual average, passenger transport was estimated at over 756 million passengers. Cargo volume reached nearly 150 million tons. Compared to the years before 2000, transport turnover increased 4.5 times. Cargo transport went up by 8.7%. However, due to the impacts of COVID-19, the calling for investment for transport development was met with great difficulties. The conference discussed solutions and agreed upon core missions in time to come, including the planning and 2021-2025 completion for the projects of Trung Lương Mỹ Thuận Cần Thơ Expressway, implement the investment for North-South Highway in the east and in the west, complete Highway number 1, the route avoiding Cà Mau, Long Xuyên, and initiate Hồ Chí Minh City, Cần Thơ rail route. Inspectorate number 269 of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee Standing Board, led by Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiếu, on October 21st came to supervise the City Military Party Committee in leading, directing and implementing resolution of the 14th Congress of the City Military Party Committee for 2020-2025 term, the building of the action program to implement upper-level resolution and the working regulations of the City Military Party Committee Executive Board. Also attending the function were Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trung, and members of the Municipal Party Committee Executive Board. In the past time, the City Military Party Committee and affiliated party committees closely led the building of the action program for resolution implementation, organized the grasping, dissemination and learning of resolution within the party committee, and strictly implemented resolution and instruction on party building, strictly maintained party activities at all levels. Inspection and supervision work was seriously carried out as stipulated, achieving requirements. Regarding orientation and missions in time to come, the Inspectorate requested that the City Military Party Committee continue to deeply penetrate parties' directive viewpoints and ideology in national defense in the new situation, building a politically strong and competent armed force to uphold combat readiness, political order and social safety in the city. Continue to direct the implementation of guidelines and pathways of the party, especially the implementation of the resolution of the 14th City Party Congress of the 2020-2025 term. The Inspectorate of Cần Thơ City Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee Standing Board, led by President of the City Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee Nguyễn Trung Nhân, inspected front tax in Ninh Kiều District in 9 months of 2021. In the past 9 months, fronts of all levels in the district have coordinated to effectively implement COVID-19 prevention and control work, mobilize over 11 billion Vietnam dong to support anti-pandemic workforce and pandemic-struck people. The movement of the entire people, Unite for New Style Rural and Civilized Urban Construction, was successfully implemented, associated with building civilized worlds. In addition, the fronts of all levels and member organizations coordinated to take care of the poor, near-poor and disadvantaged households. President of the City Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee Nguyễn Trung Nhân requested Ninh Kiều District to promote inspecting the implementation of policies related to people affected by the pandemic and COVID-19 vaccination, continue to collaborate to effectively implement movements and models of building civilized urban worlds, mobilize forces to take care of people. On the morning of October 21st, the Union of Science and Technology Associations of Cần Thơ City organized its 6th Congress of 2021-2026 term. Attending the Congress was Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện and 80 official delegates. In the past term, Cần Thơ Union of Science and Technology Associations have united science and technology intellectuals in the city, facilitated the intellectuals' capacity and talent, contributing to building the city. The union and its member associations have carried out 15 scientific and technological projects, 5 youth creativity competitions, and 2 scientific and technological creativity competitions in Cần Thơ City. The Congress set forth orientation and missions for the 2021-2026 term, including enhancing political ideology work in uniting, unifying, and promoting the intellect and creativity of science and technology intellectuals of Cần Thơ City, perfecting the union's apparatus, renovating the operations of the union and its member associations, promoting the publicity of scientific and technological knowledge, and so on. In his remark, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện spoke highly of the union's contributions for the city's socio-economic development in the past term, while requested that the union further promote its role in developing science and technology activities of the city in time to come. The Associations of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, has just organized a ceremony of the 5th ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable City Award and the 4th Certificates of Recognition for ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable Cities for its nations. Cần Thơ City of Vietnam receives the 5th ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable City Award. The award ceremony was held in the Indonesian capital of Jakarta and broadcast online to the countries. For this year's awards, 10 cities from 10 countries, including Cần Thơ City of Vietnam, received the ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable City Award. In addition, 13 other cities, including Ninh Bình City in Ninh Bình Province, received the ASEAN Certificate of Environmentally Sustainable Cities. The 5th ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable City Award and the 4th Certificates of Recognition for ASEAN Environmentally Sustainable Cities are one of the cooperation programs of ASEAN under the coordination of the ASEAN Coordination Group on Environmentally Sustainable Cities. The program aims to encourage the sustainable development of cities in ASEAN countries, thereby recognizing and appreciating cities that have implemented many initiatives and efforts to build a green and clean city. On October 21st afternoon, the Association for Poor Patient Sponsorings of Cần Thơ City presented out-gel oxygen concentrators for the COVID-19 prevention and control work to medical centers of the districts in Cần Thơ City. 6 out-gel oxygen concentrators mobilized from the Benevolence Charity Hall Limited, Hong Kong, worth totally of 180 million Vietnam dong, were given to the medical centers of Cái Răng, Thốt Nốt, and Vinh Thanh District. These are important medical equipment for the localities, especially for mobile health clinics, to enhance treatment capacity in time to come. And now let's have a look at the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Cần Thơ News. To rewatch our bulletin, you can log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now thank you so much for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.